So here is my art journal project for Paper Crafters Library, and I thought I would use some stamp supplies that are familiar to everybody. So I have this clear stamp set, and what I did is I just left it on the backing, and I stamped it with Versamark ink, and I just stamped it right into my journal. And that blue strip of paper is kind of a guide for me, and I didn't want to stamp there. So stamped it and then embossed it, and then I set it aside and started prepping my paint. And so here I have a set of watercolors and my semi cleaned out tray. And what I'm doing is I'm just taking some of the color and then I'm adding paint water. And what I want is the colors to be really watered down, because you'll see when I add it to the journal, I want it to be drippy, and I want all of the paints to kind of melt and blend together. So I'm just kind of picking up some color and then adding water. So there I have all my colors, and I'm going to start with yellow, and so you can see that it's quite wet, and I'm just adding the color to the paper really loosely, and then it's this emboss resist idea. So once you add the paint, then the letters are revealed. And what I tried to do is I tried to add the colors so they're complementary. So the yellow will blend nicely with the red, and then below the red I'm going to go in with the purple, and those blend well together. And you know, sometimes I'll just go into the paint, but then sometimes I'll just add a little bit of the paint water like I'm doing here. Again, just to make it more wet. And then the green blends well with the yellow. So I put those two colors side by side, and you'll notice that I'm not really touching the red, because green and red aren't friends, but blue and red and blue and green, those go well together. So that's the last color that I used. So just really loose with the color and using lots of water and going into that by now dirty paint water, but it doesn't really matter at this point. And then just adding a bunch of water, and then the colors will drip down and blend even more. So I let that dry. And now what I'm doing is going in with a little bit more concentrated color, and what it's doing now is it's pooling at the bottom of those embossed letters, and so you get a lot more contrast, and the letters will pop a lot more than they did before, just with the first pass of watercolors. See? And then really that's kind of the finished page, and I just went around the edges with some distress ink and added some journaling and stamping with the solid Big Timber letters. And this page from beginning to end just took me a few minutes, but that's all it really needed. So thank you for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed the project. If you did, please leave a comment and remember to subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.